Well, folks, today we are going to see what is projectile motion. Projectile motion is nothing but if you suppose project any particle or body like this is your ground. This ground can be taken as x-axis and this can be taken as y-axis. And you are projecting a body which is having theta angle with the horizontal or with the ground, and it has an initial velocity v0. Of course, with initial velocity only you can project any body. Now this is the trajectory of the motion. It will go like this, achieve a maximum height. Here height will be maximum, and then height will decrease and it will drop down like this. In this projectile motion, this is maximum height and this is called range. Range of the projectile motion. Correct? And what about time of flight? Time of flight is basically from the initiation to the last moment when it drops down on the ground. Whatever time this projectile takes, this is called time of flight. So these are 2-3 things we have to study in this projectile motion. Now let us see one by one. Suppose if we resolve this V0 in two components, that is horizontal component and vertical component, then this will be like this. And V0x will be nothing but this can be denoted by vector. This will be nothing but V0 cos theta, and this will be nothing but V0. So up to here there is no problem. Now you see the motion of this V0x. It is having a horizontal motion. What about V0y? V0 goes up and then goes down. Now since you are projecting this projectile on the ground, then you will have only one acceleration, and that will be gravitational acceleration. And since this horizontal motion and this gravitational acceleration both are perpendicular to each other, then this will not be affected due to gravity. This component will not be affected due to gravity, whereas vertical component on this gravity will work, so only this will be affected. That means this V0 V0x, this remains constant everywhere. Suppose if we make at this, then at this point, this will be tangent to this graph will be your V. This will of course be V0x only, and this will be your Vy. This will be Vx only, but that will be equal to V0x only because this component is not changing. And when it is at the maximum height, your this V0y, this component will be 0. Because at the maximum height, the velocity becomes 0 and then it starts downward motion. So now let us find out what are our kinematic equations. That is V is equal to V0 minus GT, and at the highest point this will be of course V0y. V is 0. That means T will be nothing but V0y upon G, or we can write it as V0 sine theta upon G. It means from 0 to, suppose highest point is this is P, from 0 to P it takes this much time, and of course it will take the similar time in descending also. That means our time of flight will be, if we denote it by T, it will be 2 into T or 2 V0 sine theta upon. So this is the time of flight, and here we can find out range also. This is what? This is range. V0 x is not changing. That means into time of flight will give you the range, or we can write it as V0 cos theta to V0 sin theta upon G. So this is your range basically. This can be written as V0 square sine 2 theta upon G. So we found out time of flight, to V0 sin theta upon G, and range V0 square sin square, sorry, sin 2 theta upon G, because sin 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin theta cos theta. These things you must remember. Now what about the maximum height? We have one equation here, S is equal to V0 T minus half GT square, or when height is maximum, here V0 is nothing but V0 Y, and T is nothing but, because for maximum height it is taking time T minus half G, again V0 sin G. This is your equation, or we can write it as V0 sin theta into V0 sin theta upon G minus half V0 sin theta, will become square upon G, because G cancels out, so only one G will be remaining, and this will be nothing but V0 square sin square theta upon 2G. This is the maximum height. Now let us find out what is the equation of this trajectory. This is the projectile motion. Suppose you want to find out the equation of the trajectory. Suppose this is the point P, this will be X, and this will be Y. Of course, this is V0, this is V0 cos theta, and this is your V0 sin theta. And so this is the point, it has got coordinates X and Y, and this is Y. Then your X will be nothing but, suppose this projectile after time t, reaches point P from the initial point, then of course x will be this only, because this v0 cos theta, it does not change. So after time t, this will be x will be this only. And what about y? Y will be nothing but, what about the vertical component, initial vertical component, that is t minus half g t square. Now this is one equation and this is your second equation. In from this you remove t. Now let us remove t. Y will be v0 sine, t will be nothing but x upon v0 cos. This will be x upon v0 cos theta minus half g, and again x, t will be x square upon v0 cos square theta. Correct? Now x is removed, or we can write it as x tan theta minus half g x square upon v square cos square. Here theta is constant, this v0 is also constant. That means this is an equation between y and x, and it is a quadratic equation. So this is nothing but a parabola. This equation defines the trajectory of the parabolic motion. Or projectile. Now here, if any point at any point x, you can find out what is y or what is the height of the projectile from the ground at any point x. So this is the beauty of this equation. Correct? Now we have seen range, that is v0 square that means this is a constant quantity. That means for r to be maximum, this is constant, then sine 2 theta, this can be maximum, and maximum value of sine 2 theta is 1, means 2 theta must be equal to 90 degree, or theta is equal to 45. Then in that case, R maximum will be nothing but this, and the angle of your projectile, this must be equal to 45. correct, for R max. That means suppose this is so this value will be nothing but now since at 45 degree it is maximum, means if you suppose increase by alpha or if you decrease by alpha this angle, then this will have less range only. And if you are decreasing or increasing the angle by same, means alpha or alpha this, then it will have same range. Means range at 45 degree plus alpha will be same as range at 45 degree minus alpha. Why? Because your R is V0 G, correct? Here sine 2 into 45 degree plus alpha. This will be nothing but sine 90 degree plus 2 alpha, and if it is V0 upon G sine 245 degree minus alpha, then it will be sine 90 degree minus 2 alpha, and in both the case cos 2 alpha, this will also be cos, correct? So that means this question can come as a MCQ if the angle is reduced by some 5 degree or angle is suppose 50 degree or 40 degree, then whether the range will be equal or not. Yes, of course the range will be equal at 50 degree as well as at 40 degree, correct? So in this projectile motion, time of flight, range, the maximum height, and the projectile trajectory, these all four things are very important. And of course this range when it will be maximum, okay? And so all these things, they are very important, and the question can be twisted within these only for the projectile motion. So this concludes our this lecture. Next lecture will be of uniform circular motion. Thank you.